Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Last 50. My name is Mary, and this is me chronicling my journey to lose my last 50 pounds. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel and tap that bell so that you can get updates every time I put up new content. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of week 8. I believe it's week 8. I wanted to give a quick video update to check in and make sure that everybody is holding me accountable and seeing what's going on. So let's get straight to the weigh-in for this last week. Here we go. Okay, so 174. Awesome. We're down another 2 pounds. So I'm tend to be averaging about 2 pounds a week, which is great. I could probably do more, but my eating has been a little bit sketchy in terms of like I'm starving because I'm doing so much and I'm working so much and I'm tired. So I'm not binging, I'm not like overeating, but I'm just sometimes eating a little stuff that I shouldn't be. Like, so I've had bread, which is not a bad thing, but I don't really eat, like I don't really have bread on my meal plan, so I might have a sandwich for lunch every now and again and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think 2 pounds a week is pretty awesome, particularly since I am not in a situation where I have to lose hundreds of pounds anymore, and I'm like literally in that last 50 area. So, you know, it might slow down. At the end of this month, so it's September 8th today. At the end of this month, I am going to go in and get my body comp done, and I'm also going to do my measurements, and I'll give you guys an update on that so we can see how I am. Other than just like the slightly eating of a couple of things, and you know, everything's pretty much been great this week. Been on my game, doing my thing, enjoying every minute of it, having a good time. I did get 2 questions in my email that I want to talk about. I was asked to go into or just talk a little bit more about my what I actually do for in terms of my workouts. So I have no problem sharing any of that. I do a 6-day on, 1 day off schedule. Usually either Sundays or Wednesdays are my off days. It depends on what's going on the weekend or during the week and what I need to do. I've got my workout schedule pretty well down at this point. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get to the gym by about 5:15, 5:20, depending on how slow I'm moving or how fast I'm moving. I do about 30 minutes, 35 minutes of cardio, and that's anything from doing running sprints, Stairmaster, or I will do uphill walking. I do also use the rowing machine. So those are like my main 4 different versions of cardio. If sometimes if I get bored or whatever, I may throw some, like, change it up and go on the arc machine or something. But mostly I either do, I actually am starting to enjoy the running, which I don't understand because I never thought I'd be a runner ever, but I do like the sprinting. I do like the uphill walking, and I mean like uphill, incline, uphill, like on 13, 14, 15 incline. So that's kind of, I do my cardio. I chug protein shake and then I go and do my strength training. My strength training goes, and depending upon which day it is, it can be anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes long. I do have a very detailed training workout that I do. I have a trainer. She's created a workout schedule for me. It's gone in phases. Each month I get a kind of new month's worth of working out. But for the sake of just knowing what I'm doing every day, it's broken down into a different muscle group or area. So I will share with you what I do really quickly in terms of how that works. So day one, my day one is always, I do glutes, hams, and calves. Day two are shoulders, tries, and abs. Day three is back buys and back buys and tries, excuse me. Back buys and back, weird. Day four, I do quads, glutes, and calves again. Day five is shoulders, chests, and ab. And day six are back, arms, and abs again. I was also asked what my favorite areas to work out on. I love leg day, and I also love leg day, and I love shoulders. So day one is always a good day. Day three is always a good day. And just to give some examples of stuff, so like on my days that I do legs, like glutes, hams, and calves, I'll do like weighted lunges with weights. I will do split squats using the barbell. I'll do sumo deadlifts. I'll do good mornings. I do leg presses with both legs, with single legs. I do calf raises, hamstring curls, hip thrusters, seated calf raises, stuff like that. When I do shoulders, tries, I do seated dumbbell presses. I do a lot of cable work. So I do cable rows in different configurations. I do tricep extensions, lat raises, hanging lat raises, seated, standing lat raises, front raises, dumbbell flies for chest. My abs, I do all sorts of things. I do tuck ups. I do twisted crunches. I do I do cable crunches, which are actually my favorite. I love doing cable crunches. That I feel like I get the best feeling off that. I get really good, like I feel that in my abs after I'm done with them. And then I generally do about my reps are either like 20, 15, 12. I do about 4 to 5 sets of each thing. I do superset, I triset, so I'm constantly moving and, you know, keeping my cardio up at the same time as working my muscle groups really continuously. So like on back by day, I'll do like cable rows, high one arm cable row followed by an easy bar curl, right, you know, back to back. I'll do a cable row and then like a lying rope hammer curl back to back on a tricep, on a superset. I do sumo squats. I do elevated sumo squats. I do walking lunges, step ups for cardio, glute bridges, all sorts of great stuff. Lots of presses, chest presses, shoulder presses, incline presses, push-ups, alternating dumbbell raises, front, sides, stuff like that. I do rows. I do I do wide grip pull down. I do a lot of cable work and a lot of free weight work. But yeah, it's a big workout, and it's very heavy in strength training. I weightlift, basically, is what I do. I hate cardio. You've heard me say this before. I absolutely hate cardio. I love lifting weights. That is what I like to do. That is what makes me happy when I'm working out. And I like lifting weights because, one, I see a much faster improvement in my body and my muscle tone and losing inches. And also it's extraordinarily, it's a positive feedback loop. It's very positive. Like, you basically watch yourself getting stronger. So what you couldn't lift last week, you can lift this week. And it's just kind of like positive reinforcement constantly, which is great. And I love that. So, yeah, and there's lots of workouts that you can find online, strength training workouts. Bodybuilding.com is probably one of the best resources out there for anybody who wants to start doing any kind of weight training. It's not just for bodybuilders. It's also one of the most welcoming communities I've ever been a part of. People are really there to like help. They have tons of workouts already. Like they have an article, if you search for it, it's like beginning workouts for, beginner workouts for each different parts of the body, different muscle groups. So you can find a lot of great information there. I do use supplements. I do use a pre-workout. I do take protein shakes. I do use a recovery drink. I do take my BCAAs afterwards. So I have a whole kind of plan that I worked with my trainer to kind of create for me, and to hit up a lot of the goals that I'm looking at, not just weight loss, but to kind of build muscle tone and look more symmetrical in my body shape. So that's what it is. So yeah, I'm in the gym every morning for almost 2 hours. So by the time I get home, I'm home in time to get my kids up, get them ready, get them to school, and get changed, get dressed, go to work, and then it starts all over again. The good part is I'm in bed by like 9:30 and I sleep like a dead person. So that's always good. It's always good to have good sleep. And I do enjoy it. There are days I don't want to go. I hate cardio. I hate the thought of getting up and having to run or do cardio sucks. I'd much rather sleep, but gotta do what we gotta do. So that's the update for this week. I would like to take a moment to plug my other video series that I'm doing right now, which is My Morbid Obesity Ruined My Body. If you haven't checked that out, I highly encourage you to. I know ruined sounds like a really harsh word, but I do explain my thinking behind why I titled the series this, and what the deeper meaning is for me. If you are at all considering having plastic surgery, or if you've lost a lot of weight and are considering skin removal surgery, this is definitely the series that you want to check out. So far, the first 2 parts have been about my brachioplasty, my arm lift, and explaining what that's been about, and also explaining my rationale for why I've decided to have skin surgery and why I felt like I've ruined my body. So it's really not as harsh as it sounds, but it's my truth, and I hope that some people can relate to that. The next couple of parts, I'm working right now on the first part, which will be about my breast lift and augmentation. That'll be the part 3. And part 4 will probably be 2 parts about that. And then the last 2 parts, 5 and 6, are going to be about my body lift, my tummy tuck / body lift. That is going to be probably a pretty intense video, those 2 videos, because that was the hardest situation that I had to deal with my skin removal surgery. And it's going to get really kind of probably a little bit emotional, and probably very honest about what that experience was like. I did have some complications there that made it not exactly the experience I thought it was, but I'm very happy with the results, and I do it again. So you'll want to watch that if you're interested at all in any kind of tummy tuck or body lift. And then the last one will be the continuation of that. And then I'm going to have my husband come and talk with me about what it was like to be a caretaker and helping somebody who's going through these surgeries, because he comes up with a lot of good thoughts whenever we're talking about it that I forget. And I think he's got an interesting perspective to lend to that mix of what it's actually like, what you can expect if you have somebody close to you who's going through this, or what your friend, partner, spouse, whoever can expect if you're planning on doing this, what kind of things they need to think about in order to help you recover as best as possible. So again, definitely check those out. I think they're pretty interesting. I'm really happy with how they turned out so far, and like I said, I'm working on the breast augmentation, breast lift part right now. That should probably up either Monday night or Tuesday, depending upon how much free time I have between now and then. But I thank you all again for your support. Thanks for all the comments and questions that you're sending and posting. Again, you can hit me up on any of the social media listed below. Happy to talk with you. Have a great week. If you're on your journey, I hope you're doing well. I know you've got this. Keep staying strong. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.